Stay updated with what businesses are doing in the Middle East and find new strategies to grow your business. I am Ayman Aitani, Business Growth Specialist, and this is BizWrap.
Today, if you have kids 13 and under, they're definitely playing a $45 billion game called Roblox. 45 billion with the B. I prepared a video to show you what your kids and mine are doing on Roblox and how Roblox makes money. Plus, if you're curious about Amazon's largest UAE fulfillment center, the national news have behind-the-scenes video footage that I will share with you during the show. And Careem launched a subscription service that has the potential to bring in hard cash and loyalty. Plus, Instagram continues to improve on their Reels product. They've added the feature to Remix, which is similar to the duets function of TikTok, if you have experience with that. And Google Maps announced last week that they have eco-friendly routing options available in multiple countries, including the UAE. I'll discuss what that means. And lastly, in a retro bit, if you're an 80s kid, you've played the Atari. We'll see images, videos, and sounds from that gaming period. I'm Ayman Aitani, and this is BizWrap. Your kids and mine are definitely playing Roblox. It's a $45 billion with a B game. I prepared the video to show you what my kids and your kids are doing, and we talked a little bit more about how Roblox makes money. This way, the next time you talk to your kids about Roblox, you won't be like Reese Witherspoon was in the video that we just saw. If you have kids who are under 13, either male or female, they're definitely playing Roblox. Roblox IPO'd in March of 2021 at $45 billion with a B. On February 2020, just before lockdown of COVID, it was valued at $4 billion. So in one COVID-infused year, Roblox went from a valuation of from $4 billion to $45 billion. So what is this multi-billion-dollar game that our kids are playing? Technically, it's not a game. It's a series of virtual worlds that our kids step in and step out of. Roblox creates opportunities for creators. When I say creators, I'm not talking about the fashionista influencers that you and I follow and interact with on Instagram. I'm talking about those who create games within Roblox. And they're using something called Roblox Studio, even if they don't have any development experience. 10 years ago, creating a game required extensive coding experience. But with games like Roblox, you don't need that. That's why a lot of 20-year-old kids now make $10,000 to $50,000 a month from games on Roblox. So how do the creators make money? Using Robux. Robux is a term between Roblox, the name of the game, and the colloquial term of bucks, dollars. So a Robux is the currency inside of the game where you use real cash, so a debit card and whatever, a credit card, whatever you pay for the units, and they convert to Robux. What your kids and I spend their Robux on is the Robux subscription, the same way you pay for Netflix every month. There's a Robux subscription within Roblox. It's called Roblox Premium. And also our kids buy virtual items, shirts, eyeglasses, vehicles, a bunch of things. So what Roblox does is it shares a percentage of that revenue with the creators. So what makes Roblox successful versus others? There's a lot of options for the kids. So it could be fashion, it could be playing, it could be shooting, it could be building, any combination of art, music, creativity, and pure fun. Another aspect of why it's popular is you can easily invite your friends. You invite them in and they just show up like this in your game without any additional downloads or fancy load times. If you want to talk to your kids about the popular games that they play, Adopt Me is definitely one of them. There are billions of usage of it. With Adopt Me, the premise is simple. The player adopts a pet and they dress it and they feed it and they take care of it. What I like about such virtual worlds from a business perspective, other than the $45 billion valuation obviously, is there's a whole ecosystem around it. So you have the players, our kids, you have the creators of the game, they have some developers who help them, but not necessarily. You have us as parents who are paying for the Robux or the devices that the kids play with. There are countless and countless of YouTube channels that are dedicated to this, and those YouTube channels have creators behind them who talk about the games, who benefit, who make money from those YouTube videos. So there's a huge ecosystem that's around it. There are kids like my kids and your kids. Fast forward 6-7 years, they end up creating games, not only consuming them. That's what I hope for my kids and yours. This is the face of a confused adult who's trying to figure out a game that is not for an adult. So if you want to talk to your games about the... talk to your games. Talk to your kids. We talk to our kids about their games, not our games. Yalla. Another thing for our games is... for our games. For our kids. ركز. A lot of times, online retailers come to me and say, Ayman, we want to fulfill same day. We want to be able to support thousands of products a day in terms of fulfillment. And when I dive deeper into their business, I see that they don't have the process in place. They don't have the people in place. They don't have the technology in place that will get them at least close or at least on track for that ambitious goal. When I came across an article from the publication, The National, they went behind the scenes. They have footage and information behind the scenes of Amazon's largest UAE fulfillment center. We're talking about 4 million products, 32,000 square meters, 650 members of staff. Let us take a look at the video from The National showing Amazon's largest UAE fulfillment center.
On the dock, what we're doing is that we're unloading the item physically. Now virtually and physically. Okay. Okay, we'll see it properly. So e-commerce in this region is expected to grow at least at a CAGR of 20% and is expected to become a $50 billion business by 2025. We sell millions of items, right? And that is why we have to use technology to be able to look at every item, to compare prices, and to make sure we are offering the best offer to our customers. So it keeps on changing. It's very difficult for me to tell you a specific number that we are X% lower. It depends on whether we have a sale event or not. Depends on how our pricing is with respect to the rest of the market. And the good thing is, the cool thing is that we don't have people doing it. We have technology which keeps on doing this, and we keep on adjusting our prices.
Amazon Prime has been successful in driving revenue from subscription. We're looking at $25 billion per year with the B. So Careem is attempting to create a subscription model. They've recently launched a Careem subscription at 39 dirhams per month, and they have a large user base. So if this is successful with them, it would bring in hard cash and increase customer loyalty. So subscribers, they can benefit from waived costs on delivery orders, for example, discounts, and so on. What I like is how Careem can show you inside the app that you paid 39 dirhams this month for subscription, but you actually saved 42 or 45, showing you that you've got more than what you paid for. Plus, a very good customer acquisition tactic is Careem is committing to fill in any gap. So let's say you pay 39 dirhams and you only saved 20 dirhams they will pay the 19 dirhams difference that you pay. They will give you that money back. I'm not worried about Careem losing money on that aspect, because with the subscription model, it will increase customer loyalty. So if you are a subscriber on Careem, you're gonna, the same way that Amazon and the others are doing this, the users will order more from them. So you order your food from them instead of competitor. You order your pharmacy and other orders from them instead of competitor. Your rides from them. So loyalty is a big driver for long-term success. And Amazon Prime is an indicator for how a successful subscription model can bring in regular ongoing cash on a monthly basis and increase customer loyalty.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Nina and I'm going to show you how to remix your reels. Select the reel you wish to remix. I'm remixing my friend Spence's video. Tap those three dots on the top right hand side of the video and select remix this reel. Hi! So you can create your remix reel in real time and use that record button to do so. You can also edit and tailor your video to whichever way you see fit by using these tools on the left hand side right there. Or you can do what I did and use a pre-recorded video from your camera roll uploads. Also, as a reminder, only newly uploaded reels have remix enabled. If you want to remix an older reel, all you have to do is go to those three dots and when the menu pops up, enable remixing.
If you could tell me in the comments how you've been interacting with Instagram Reel, has it been coming across your feed? Have you been seeing some of your friends posting Reels or interacting with them? Because Instagram is very committed to the Reels product and they've been adding products more and more. So the example we're talking about now, which is Remix, it allows people to collaborate with others. So let's say I post a Reel about something and you want to interact with it in a way or another, you can. So you and I can be regular people who can create reels, and you'll see other influencers reaching out to other influencers for collaboration, or you as a regular mere mortal with an influencer, you can also remix and interact with that content. So what happens is you're going to expect more and more within Instagram to see more of that the remix, the duet type of interactive content that you see there. And you're going to see more and more of the influencers that you interact with. I've been experimenting more and more with Reels, and it's growing as a product. So if you follow me on Ayman Aitani, you will see the Reels that I get there. If you haven't done, there it is. Influencer style. I'll wait. Yalla, go ahead, open up your Instagram app. Yep. Just a second before you get lost in your feed. Click on search. Ayman Aitani, AYMANITANI. Look at that good-looking guy there with the icon. Just share and follow. You'll see more and more content from me there. Oh, I just showed some of my setup before I went live today, so you'll see that there if you follow me there. All right. So what is next for us? Google Maps announced last week that it will start giving us as drivers routing options that are more eco-friendly. If you don't know what the eco-friendly route is, don't worry. We all had to Google it and look at it to say, what does that really mean? What it does is it will find you a route that has less traffic congestion and optimizes for lower fuel consumption. So that combination of the two means it's a more eco-friendly route. And the UAE is one of the countries listed that will have that feature. It's not available in the UAE yet, but it will be quite soon because it's listed among those. Now, it all comes to a personal choice. So I have a friend I know that when she goes to a supermarket, she takes her own bag. So it's not a plastic bag, it's a cloth-based bag. So that when she buys things, she puts them in to save plastic and plastic bags. She uses her own cloth bag in order to do so. So I can see her enabling that eco-friendly routing options. Others who want to, they want to get to the meetings on time, or they don't want to be late to a social function, or so on. They want to give that more priority than the globe, the health of the globe. Then they might not opt to do that. Third category would be those who want to gain social points by appearing eco-friendly. So they'd enable it, they'd share on social media that they're doing this and so on, so to gain some social points there. And of course, there's a category of us who will say, I'll use the eco route tomorrow. I'll definitely do it, but not today, tomorrow, which is the same. We'll file it under, I'll start my diet tomorrow, I'll start my exercise tomorrow. So yes, it will fall under that category. Next, Atari.
Well, that's a strange joystick. Don't they look like this anymore? Joystick and a button, Atari 2600? I must be out of it. Where are my Atari 2600 family? This is easier.
If you're an 80s kid, you definitely played Atari. You connected it to the TV, you put in the cartridge. When you switched it on, the game loaded instantly, so it loads very quickly. And you immerse yourself in hours and hours long of play. Your parents would complain about how all of these hours will rot your brain and you're wasting your time and so on. And fast forward 30 years later, we still do the same thing for our kids, right? So it's the same complaint, the different generational game. I remember when I was younger that some of the functionality of my joystick would no longer work because of overuse, right? So we try hard and we try to maneuver and we press and so on. So we overuse the joystick, and some of the functionality was no longer working. And this was the 80s and in Lebanon. So that's pre-internet. So the 80s had no internet. So there was no YouTube video on how to fix this, or I couldn't go to many of the places we have now that can repair, computers and phones and so on that you can easily fix. So I was lucky enough to have my neighbor Walid. He had a background in electrical engineering, and he would help fix it. So many times where, when the joystick was not working the way it would, he'd be able to go in and, take care of a few things. And Walid, if you're watching, the young Ayman appreciated those fixes as well as the older Ayman. And that's it from me for today for the show. And I leave you with hopes of finding a retro game to play. There are many of those you can order online. Find one and enjoy it. And if you can't find one, I've been doing this recently with my kids over the weekend on a Saturday, as what the Saturday should be is they're on one of their console games. In our case, it's a Switch, Nintendo Switch, and whatever game that they're playing, I'm jumping in and playing that. And the thought in my mind is, this is what Saturday mornings have always been like, and they should continue like this as adults, where it's a casual Saturday morning where we're playing video games with people that we love and care about. Enjoy your weekend with your video games. That's it from me for today.
All right, the episode is over. Thank you for watching.